an intro.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
What's up?
Man, not much. Still sitting over here sniffling like a little girl. How's it going, Sammy?
Good. A little tired. Worked today till like 5 o'clock.
Oh,
You know, sheetrock.
So today, Stan lost his wife, battled cancer, and we're still having the option. I've had a few people reach out and ask me if, we are, and yes, we are. All the proceeds are going to him and his family. And Kent from Craft Brew actually reached out, and we're going to do it together on the 17th. That way, it's closer together, and hopefully that'll help them financially. A financial burden of a funeral is massive.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've never had to pay for one, it's ridiculous. But I want to keep him in our prayers. Him, his sons, his grandkids, his family, his friends. And thank you to everybody that has donated. And I still, a few trickled in today as well, which is really good. But thank you, everybody. And for the constant, the prayers and everything. If you can't afford to donate, that's fine. A prayer goes a long way. Hey, man, what's up, Chris? I hope it's going good for you over there at the show. Hey, Scott.
Oh, Holly, I noticed the dump truck.
Yes, sir. It was in there last week, too.
Was it?
Yes. I put that in there just to see if anybody would notice it. Nobody noticed it, I don't guess. Hey, lady, I hope you can jump on. We miss you. Exotic A1 Pets, how's it going this evening? She is your warrior, sorry. Hey, John, how's it going? All right. We got a lot to talk about. Hey, Jeremy. How's it going, man? So are you still at 4 snakes that you sold today? Everybody, so what show is it there? What is it? I forget it's in Pennsylvania. Reptile.
That's what he said on his.
It's a show here. Well, it's a show in New York tomorrow, White Plains, New York.
Yeah, Scott said Repticon. So are you going to try to go tomorrow, Sammy?
Nah, I got to go deliver the rats. And
yeah.
And that's
so
right in the middle. Yeah.
So you're going to get to.
Yeah. I'm going to get to meet Lee. And then
Jeremy.
Jeremy, yeah.
That's cool.
Leave here around, it's about 2-hour ride. So leave here around 10. Get there at 12. Hang out for a little while. My son goes, I come back and watch the football game. He's a Dallas fan.
Oh. Did you get him a little skirt to go with his little cheerleading costume?
I got him some wine, some cheese.
I love it.
I said, don't start crying when they lose.
That's right.
I will say, Dak Prescott's been looking good this year.
Yeah, but you can't take Green Bay quiet. You can't. They better play. Green Bay don't have nothing to lose. They barely made it in there.
Yeah, sure too.
Look at today Texas won.
I just don't keep up with football no more.
Jeremy.
No, I didn't hear you. What did you say?
So I'm done watching football for the year.
Yeah,
yes,
right.
I'm watching.
Yeah, my brother's a Bronco fan. He can't wait for baseball now.
Yeah. Very sad. Very sad. We had a chance.
Yeah.
We didn't complete.
Yeah, but they got rid of the quarterback now, right? He's out. They're gonna kick him to the curb.
Russell?
Really?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I bet there's a lot of changes that happens over this off season.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right.
A lot of coaches either getting fired or retiring this year. A lot of major coaches. So I
Yeah,
think that's real
couple coaches
interesting how
got-
that's going to play out.
A couple coaches right after the game they got fired.
I'm
Don't
pretty
even
sure
go
Ron,
to the, they go, don't even bother going to the locker room. Just go to your car.
yeah, I'm pretty sure Ron Rivera knew he was fired by halftime.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think the biggest surprise for me was Mike Vrabel getting fired from the Titans. I mean,
Yeah.
granted, they had a down year this year, but they've been on fire the past couple of years. And, I blame more of the personnel than I do the coach, but I'm a little partial to Mike Vrabel. I like him as a coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I bet you it is cold up there. How cold is it up there right now? How cold is it for you, Sammy?
It wasn't too bad today. We've been getting a lot of rain, so it's like about 30. That's to me it's not bad. 30 degrees.
Yeah.
But it's been raining,
Mm.
So they call us in for snow on Tuesday, but then the temperature is gonna drop. Like tonight's gonna drop. We got a lot of rain, so we get a lot of black ice.
Oh, yeah.
18, but the wind is horrid. Oh my God. I would die.
Yeah, we got big winds here too.
Yeah. It's a nice warm 45 over here right now.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh my
I got
goodness.
-3 with a wind chill of -17.
Oh,
That's a beautiful.
Right? That's golfing weather.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Her pants being frozen from the knees down, honey. You need to be in a sauna or something.
See, here it gets dark around a little after 4:30. As soon as that sun drops, boy, the temperature drops right with it.
Yeah.
Then the wind starts picking up.
Well, today it started picking up. It's been windy all day here, but it's picking up a little bit. But they're calling for a little bit of precipitation here. So the grocery store is absolutely wiped out already.
milk and bread gone.
Yeah. Absolute water gone. And I was like,
milk sandwiches.
yeah, right.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Hey, Kent, what's going on, man? Yeah, I wish. I guess Jeremy's needing somebody to spoon with tonight.
I guess I'll warm up the car.
I think you would swallow Jeremy, sir.
Yeah.
Great. So we were going to kind of look at a few pictures from Pomona, if y'all want to.
Perfect.
Like, it was amazing. It's not letting me load all of my pictures, of course, on StreamYard. You're limited to 100. So, Amy, which ones do you want to show off first?
Any of them. When I was with Bob, when we went out to dinner with everybody.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I
then
think
we went to KG's house to check out the snakes.
And I think those are some of the ones that didn't load. But I
Okay.
do have pictures right here.
There you go.
Nice.
Here, Austin smiling in that one at least.
Oh, there you go.
One of my favorites, of course.
Yeah.
Gotta have the dirty martini.
We made her drink a minor racer.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I had one little sip.
Yeah.
And we went to the reptile zoo Friday,
Yeah.
a week ago, and we got to meet Jay and everything. And he was an awesome guy. He talked our ear off.
Yeah, Jay has a very open personality. He's a
funny guy.
man. Yeah.
Like,
He kept on telling us, all right, I gotta go, but then he'll talk for another 20 minutes. Then I
yeah,
gotta hurry up and go. I got somebody waiting for me. Then he stayed there for another 20 minutes.
right, yeah. I love when you walk in right to the right, there's all the turtles, and everywhere you look, there's the dinosaurs, which I'm a sucker for dinosaurs.
I don't know if y'all know this, but Jay actually has like a little reality show on Roku TV.
Yep.
And
He told us.
Yeah, and so I actually just watched like the whole first season of it. It's pretty good. I mean, it's your typical like family style, reality show, a little corny, but he had one of his daughter's boyfriends scrub each turtle rock in that turtle pond one by one with a toothbrush.
Oh my goodness, that's great.
He said that was the initiation.
No.
That must have took him a while.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. And we were all shocked to see the snow on the mountains in California.
Was it warm up there?
No, it was actually pretty cool.
Huh.
Right, cooler than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And then there's John. Okay, y'all, we've got to get John on here because he is one of the funniest dudes, and the man can drive like it's nobody's business. If we hit one U-turn, we did 500 U-turns the whole weekend. No, it didn't matter where it was, in the middle of a busy road, whatever. He just did it.
Yeah. Yeah. He drives. If it takes a half an hour, it takes him 15 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I love it.
I
like that kind of driving. Look at here, Mr. Sammy. Who was this? Do you remember whose snake this was?
Yeah, that was KG's as a male. I must have had him around my neck for about an hour. I was starting to sweat. A couple of times I had to take him off because I was so hot with him around. But he was friendly. I gave him to people to hold, and he was really like you put your hand in front of his face, he don't even back off. He just stays there.
Right.
Very friendly, very friendly snake.
John Feely. So yeah, that's my first two John Feely snakes there in my hand.
There you go.
And I tell you what, y'all, I got to meet his mom. It was so neat. We were both impressed because his mom went to the show to work with him there. Like, how many moms will do that, honestly? Like, my mom's like, the only good snake is a dead snake, right? And she doesn't per se like them, but she still went there to support her son, and I thought that was really awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So, Pam, if you're watching, come visit me. She's really cool, man. We did may have had a couple drinks together. She may have spilt my Diet Coke everywhere and on her.
Oh, yeah.
That was funny. She did. She just swept it right in the floor. Let me get.
She was a funny lady.
Yes, just so sweet, man. Oh, Bobby. Okay. I see the comments. I'll get to them in a minute, guys. I'm just kind of looking through the pictures to pull up a few things.
Well, while it's on my mind, Holly, you missed out. I had Bobby as my witness. I was able to pull out my that female false water cobra that jumped ship on me that one night.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
I pulled her out and she was sweet as could be.
Wow.
So I watched part of Jeremy's auction from the other night, and I still hadn't watched the Saturday show or anything yet. I need to. So I was standing in the middle of this building. Of course, there's Austin right there on the left-hand side, y'all. But and I took a picture, and then I just turned and took a picture of the other side. So this was the one side going towards the front. And this is the other one going towards the back. And if y'all can see how little those people are, that's how big that place is.
It was huge.
And yes, those are people way down there.
Wow.
Well, it says the biggest show,
Yeah.
For the biggest show.
And of course, you know me. I got to be funny.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah. There's another one, but I'm not going to show it.
What was this?
John, that was at the hotel when we were eating breakfast that morning, and I had the blueberry.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm in search. I really want to get one of these in the near future. I love the chameleons. Or the chameleon, right?
Yeah.
And don't have their company name. Oh, hang on, that's a bad picture. There they are. It's right there on the back. Oh, highlighterchameleons.com. I met this couple. They are very sweet couple. Talked to them. They're supposed to come on to the show. I need to get in touch with them and schedule everything. But the quality of their little chameleons, I mean, you can just see how good they look. You know, my picture quality ain't the best, but okay, we know. But the animals were just amazing that they had.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
The colors on them, that's why.
Yeah.
Too bad you couldn't get a snake with the colors like that.
I know, right? We'd all be all right. And Sammy, do you remember? Oh, here it is.
Oh,
I forget what it was. Is it on this one? Here we go. That's
Yeah.
it. Now, to me, I mean, there was so many amazing snakes in the show. Tons of beautiful snakes. But this one here really stood out to me. It was from Kurtwood. Did this. Super Huffman, Mandarin, Orange Dream Yellow Belly. Beautiful. Like, I wish I could get these pictures to do this justice, but it just doesn't do it justice. They never do, right?
Right.
Oh, here she is. Messing with my hair all night. Every time she but that's John Louis' mom there, Pam. All right. Now I'll get to some of these comments because I am really far behind. So y'all go ahead.
any shows coming up in Colorado?
Yeah, we got Loveland next month, Repticon the month after that. There's like 3 main companies that come here, probably 6 to 8 shows a year. So there's just a couple of little shows like the Repticons and the Show Me shows, and they're not huge turnouts and not probably 50, 60, 70 vendors, something like that. So not huge, if that. And those are fun. And then there's Reptilian Nation comes twice a year, and those are huge, and that's a lot of fun. But yeah, I usually don't head up to the Loveland show, but the Repticon show is at the Arapahoe Fairgrounds, which is like 5 minutes from me. So I definitely go to that one, and the Reptilian Nation. So that was actually the Reptilian Nation was the first time I met Troy from Best Dressed, and Josh from Ball Shed, and that was a pretty good show, actually. Pretty good show.
Josh is the one that had that snake for like 20 grand, right, Holly?
I think Josh probably has a couple snakes for 20 grand. He's got some nice stuff for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, that guy, he is awesome.
Yeah.
So I buy a pastel black exanthic female, and he's supposed to bring it to the Reptilian Nation show, and I'm going to meet him there, right? And I buy it like 2 weeks before, and the show comes, he brings it. Turns out I can't get anybody. I don't have anybody to watch the boys, and that show is not so much fun walking around with a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, right? Because I'm in the booths and talking to people, and, all over the place. So I text Josh. I'm like, hey man, I can't make it to the show. Can I pick it up afterwards, or what do you want to do? And he's like, just come to the venue and text me when you're in the parking lot, and I'll bring it out to you. And so, like noon, he left his booth and brought it out to the truck. And I think he is just an awesome guy for doing something like that. Not to mention he's got great stuff.
Yeah.
He literally left Reptilian Nation, the biggest show in Colorado, left his booth and came out to the truck and brought me the snake, which is absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. So,
That's the one right next to Bob, isn't it? Josh, Jackie, is that right?
What?
So what's up?
Josh, Jackie, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. So I was right there by Bob. Yeah, he is really cool.
Is he the real one?
Okay. The ball python shed or ball shed. I can't remember if it's ball shed or ball python shed. One of the
Yeah.
two. Him and Bob Vu were partners, and yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Bosa. Chris, he come in. Phil, he come in. Hey, everybody. I'm sorry if I missed anybody.
Mike,
Mike,
get your
where
ass in
you
here.
at, Mike? Mike.
Are you still
Mike.
wrestling?
Oh yeah, his son may still be wrestling, huh?
I think it's just a ploy to make it seem like he's not the one wrestling.
Oh, that's funny. So I had paired, I think 7 snakes yesterday, and I got 5 locks this morning.
There you
Nice.
go.
And one of them happened to be the chocolate Batman again, and he paired with the Russo red stripe clown. So
Oh,
that's one we've been just like, come on, you know. I've put them together so many times. So that is hopefully, I think that will be our most anticipated clutch this year.
is the Russo Red Stripe proven breeder? Has she laid for you before?
No.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
first time mama, huh?
Yep.
Nice.
They're all going to be first time mamas.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
And it was funny because, you know, we have paper towels in some, we have
Go.
Gopher Cocoa in other tubs, which we need to order more. So we actually, that male actually has a little bit of stuck shed on him, but it didn't seem to bother him at all. He was just like, bet, hold my beer. So I was glad of that.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I think that one and then our possible Desert Ghost clutch. Cinnamon, desert, what is she?
No,
Cinnamon?
I think the puzzle clutch, I think would be my next
Oh,
one.
yeah. Possible puzzle.
Yeah. We got from JQ, we won on Samson Snakeatorium.
Piece.
Oh yeah, no. It was on Samson's. You over here making me second guess myself. I'm crazy enough for that. Here goes, sir. But anybody else have any locks this week?
I had one lock before I went there to California. It's one of
Yeah.
my lightning MJ Lightning Pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave me a lock. He was locked for a day and a half, so that was good.
That is good. I'll check them again in the morning. I just knew, like last night when I put them in, that we were going to be having. We already had one front move in, and then tonight is going to be when the big front moves in. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to get things put where they need to go.
Yeah, it's gonna be a cold week.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. So Sammy, your 2 snakes, they ate. They slammed the food quick, and then the one I got off of KG, he's a desert ghost, Inchy Desert Ghost Montley. He ate. And
What
then-
2 snakes I buy? I don't. I know. I don't know. Did I have to
let's
get
see
one
here.
from KG too? Is that
Yeah,
the
you
one?
got the big female. Mm-hmm.
He done
Well,
lost track of all the snakes he's bought.
Nah, I still. I can't. I can't just say. You want? Let's go a half on this, and she goes, "All right, I will take it. Then we'll buy it." I don't even know what. The only one I know that I bought was that. The easiest one is the yellow belly. What was it?
Spot nose, yellow belly,
Yeah,
clown
spot
female.
nose yellow belly clown.
Yeah.
That's the only one I remember. The rest, I'll let you look at it, and then say, "All right, we'll go half on that."
Yeah, he's like half on this, half on that. So
Yeah.
I think we ended up doing half on
On your friend's snakes, the ones that we got from your friend, the one that we will send with his mother.
yeah, Feely.
Yeah.
Yeah, those and then the hurricanes.
Oh, the hurricanes. Yeah.
But we have to still get those
Yeah.
in. But they are going to be, they're such a good example of hurricane. Jeremy, it's saying you're not connected, so I can't hook you up to it. You'll have to try to redo it, bud.
Holly, you would never guess what's coming up in a week.
I bet you I can guess. Is it the show you stood me up for?
It sure is.
Oh my gosh.
My favorite show of the year too. I can't wait.
Now,
Now
what
that
show
makes
is that?
It's the Mid-Atlantic Reptile Expo or something like that, and it's a real nice show. I mean, for
It's
the
yeah,
area.
it's smaller, but I love that they have venomous there too, and a lot of
Yeah.
it.
Now, where's that out in Texas?
No,
North Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina. That's
Yeah,
about 10 hours.
it's one of the bigger shows of North Carolina.
Okay.
Real good variety there. That's what I look for in shows, because since I don't do ball pythons, I look for the variety. And what has me real excited is I'm seeing a trend here, and me being biased, at each show that I've been to in the past couple months, I would say I'm seeing more and more fall season. So maybe I'll find my female. Who knows?
What up, guys?
What's up, Jeremy?
What up, Jamie?
I am exhausted.
You sound a little hoarse.
I've been talking all damn day.
Well, you should have had more Yahoo there to drink to help your throat.
I tell you what, every time I had a freaking yoo-hoo, I sold a freaking snake.
So you had 4, right?
Right now.
Well, all right. Every time I had a yoo-hoo, I sold 2 snakes. I only drank 2 yoo-hoos. I gave John a yoo-hoo, and then I got a really good picture of Chris, because Chris, he decided to take a nap during the show.
You should just take a whole case of yoo-hoos with you.
Tell you what, there is something magical about yoo-hoo. I don't care what anybody says. I am a firm believer. Danny has converted me.
Danny has converted.
That's where I got the whole yoo-hoo thing from. That was all Danny's doing. He told me at a show, he goes, drink a yoo-hoo and you'll start selling snakes. He said, but you can't pop one too early. You got to wait till about midday before you pop one. Phil, it was busy. It was very busy today. They were having like a Jurassic Park thing beside the show. So there was something for kids with dinosaurs like next door somewhere, and foot traffic was high. Seemed like it was hit and miss with people with sales though. That sweet spot was kind of like your $400 and below is kind of your sweet spot as to what was selling.
Yeah.
So who all was there today? Which, as far as you guys, normally
PA guys.
It was me, Chris Shelley from S Reptilia, Chris Sorrentino there from Balls Deep, John and Christine from Triforce. Trying to think, that's basically the whole PA, like our inner Hanglings PA crew. Then you had guys like Chad Halker was there, Osman was there. Trying to think who some of the other guys were there. I didn't even get to walk around at all, like until I got set up this morning and kind of got settled in. It was showtime, and then I never left the stand really, other than to go to the bathroom once.
So did you buy anything though? Like trading?
I did not. All right. I did not have to buy anything.
What's that?
I didn't have to buy anything. While I was talking to John and Christine, I was told just to take my damn snake and we'll figure it out later.
Oh, okay.
They had a snake that I've been eyeing up, and it was banana, citron, leopard. Things like the colors on the sucker are that they're like neon. I've never seen a banana look like that before. And I had been eyeing that thing up since I saw it when I was at their house about a month ago. And I told him, it's like, if you ever decide to get rid of that snake, you let me know, because I want it. So they just told me, take it with me today. You don't have to twist my arm that much.
Right.
So no, that was the only thing I really got though, was that.
Well, that's good.
But then I didn't get to really walk around. There the one stand that I did get to look at, the guy had like 4 jungle carpets. priced ridiculously cheap, and it was so hard for me not to leave with like every single one of them. Like they were ridiculously. I even looked. I was like, I don't know how those are even there still. They were that freaking cheap.
Oh man, that breaks my heart. So at the Pomona show, I walked by and the guy had just a few of them, but they were real, babies. And that one of them was just like up, ready to strike, like in the little display, right? And I was like, oh, I know what that is. That's a carpet right there, because my friend Jeremy has those. And he's like, that damn thing's tagged me like 10 times already today. And I was like, yep.
Oh, I did
definitely
forget
thought of
one
you.
because I did forget one person, and it's Scott. They're from Scooter Serpents. I'm sorry, Scott. It's all those mean comments you said to me earlier about T.A.C. No wonder I forgot.
Oh, that's great.
But it was a good first day for me, in my opinion. I mean, 4 snakes. Total was pretty good value-wise, so I was happy. We'll see what tomorrow brings.
Hopefully more.
Yeah.
I'm starting to run out. Now I'm going to have to either start getting something from auctions or hoping that clutches start coming in quick. I did get a prelay shed this morning before I left, so there is that to look forward to.
That's always a good thing.
Jeremy, you got a pretty good favorite market out there?
It's pretty. I mean, I think it's just like anywhere. It's kind of, you got to have what everybody wants.
Yeah.
It's kind of hit and miss. There's stuff like I had a GHI Mojave banana that I've taken to several shows with me, and most beautiful snake, one of the most beautiful snakes I've ever seen. She's like pink, like literally like a pink lavender. Figured as far as banana stuff goes, that thing should have moved like several shows ago. She finally moved today.
Oh, wow.
So it's just, if you can figure out what the hell that people want, I think you've accomplished something.
Right.
I've got a GHI Mojave Champagne Het Hypo female sitting at 13 millimeter follicles. I had her, another proven breeder female, and a male adult up for grabs in my tower. Everything but that Champagne adult wise went. It's like that Champagne, like she'll probably go this year. And I was surprised no one snagged her.
Wow. That's sad.
So it's just, I don't know. I think it's so hit and miss and up and down, and it's, I don't know. It's hard to even figure out what's going on with it, because they're like, you got people like John and Christine that they've got a little bit of everything for everybody, and it seemed like today just wasn't the greatest day for them. They've got something of every freaking color and gene that you can imagine. So it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just that right person's got to come across and see it and like it.
What about carpets, though? You got quite a few carpet breeders out there?
Carpet breeders, there's a few. There's not many, though. The biggest ones I would say are probably like Mike Curtin, Eric Burks out here. You've got Owen from Rogue Reptiles. He's local to me. Pedro, I think his last name was Fernandez, maybe. Funky Morelia. He's not too far. He's over in New Jersey, so he's not too far from me. I mean, really, that's basically the what is his name? Is it Singard Serpents or something like that? Singard Morphs, something Viking-like. He's local too. He's up in Allentown. I mean, there's a good bit of carpet people, but when you go to these shows, you might find one person that's got carpets if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very, very.
Hey,
Phil, jump on here and show them off.
I love some spotted, Phil. And I like your last name, Schneider. My last name's Schneider.
Phil's been trying to get me to get a spotted python. One of these days, I'm going to actually get one from him.
There was another question. Oh, so I got all week long. It's been just up and downs for me. but I did start watching your show, and I'm about halfway through it, and I can't tell you how many times you cracked me up, griping at me for not being there.
Holly, I don't think you realize how quickly the wheels fell off that freaking wagon. Austin even offered to come on and run the timer. And I was that befuddled. I was like, you know what? I was like, we're just going to run it like this because now I have to make him moderator and go through 100 other steps. It's like, I'm just going to hold the phone right here. For the timer. It's like, it'll stop me from buying snakes and everything will work out. And then I got tired of not being able to see what was up for auction. So then
Right.
they started putting their phone there next to the snake, and yeah.
But next time
Yeah,
we'll plan it out a little better to where we know I'll be there for you.
Well, either that or I just need to know how you do the timer. I couldn't figure
If I
that.
told you,
out.
you wouldn't be able to do it. You'd be like, it's too difficult. I can't handle
I probably
this.
would. I probably just the hell with it. We'll do it the old-fashioned way.
It's not that hard.
It's not that hard, but it's also when you're hosting an auction
Sure.
yeah, it's hard to have everything going, like doing everything.
Right.
So
And that was the longest freaking auction I think I've ever experienced. Like that, I think it went total like 5 hours of auctioning off snakes. I felt bad for John and Christine because I think they sold over 60 snakes.
Wow.
Sure.
Yeah.
They have some nice snakes.
Nice step up there too.
Yeah, they had a lot of nice stuff up there. Stuff was going for good prices too, and I was pleased with it. They seemed very pleased as well with it.
that's good.
I'll tell you one auction that was really long was the one it was on Holdback Rack, and it was the charity auction. Who was it for?
Oh, one of the probably the one for Sal. I bet.
Yeah,
I think that one did go long for them.
They actually made a two-part, didn't they?
I bought quite a few on that auction.
You bought quite a few?
Yeah, I did. From Sal and from Anthony.
Yeah.
That was an expensive auction for me.
See, luckily the auctions fall when I don't have any money, so I have to stay away.
Yeah, that
Well,
one.
now
Auctions all the time.
we all got to show up Wednesday, though. Show up
Yes.
Wednesday. This channel, y'all.
Hopefully,
guys done any more market
have to do
auctions
this
yet?
one.
I'm
What's
sorry,
that?
y'all.
Have you guys done any morph market auctions yet?
No.
No? Have you seen them?
No.
Yeah, my
I'm
friend,
not interested
he had a snake up there. I think it was today, right? They had it today.
What was
I
it?
don't know.
They had
I
the
think they're all
auction
the
today.
time.
I'm more
Yeah, they're all the time. So any seller can just put up an animal and then decide if it's 1 to 3 days, decide if there's a reserve on it, and then just let it go to town. And so it started, I want to say last week. I think there's like
Said it's once
350
a month.
auctions on there.
They're doing it once a month.
So as a seller, you can only auction off one animal at a time, or once a month. You can only have one auction per month, right?
I
But
thought it was 2 a month.
no, well, unless you got maybe if you have a higher membership.
Okay, I was gonna say, I think because I thought Nathan had 2 up on
Did he?
up for his up on the auction.
I'm looking at
Don't
the
quote me
auctions
on
right
it.
now.
Don't
There's
quote
some
me on
pretty,
it. But I think
pretty
it was
big ones.
maybe 2.
Yeah, I was looking through the terms and conditions last night, and my membership says I can only have one. I don't know if it's different if you pay for a higher tier or not,
It might be.
but mine only says one per month. So
My buddy said once a month because he was talking about it today.
yeah,
So where's Sorrentino at? I know he has one up on auction. He didn't.
He's probably still asleep at the show.
No, I tell you what, I will never badmouth that man again. He helped me out so much in the bathroom, Holly. That porcelain was cold, and that man gave me a hand.
I don't even want to know what that's about. I hadn't caught up in all the chats yet.
He came into the bathroom and bumped into me while I'm there at the urinal. He said, "Oh, sorry about that." I said, "Oh, what are you here to give me a hand?" I was like, "This porcelain's pretty cold, buddy." And he started laughing that bad. I thought he was gonna piss all over the floor and on his shoes. It was freaking funny. Dom left the bathroom. He was laughing that hard. He was crying when he went out.
Oh my God. He's a hot mess. I love that guy though.
We all had a good time today out there.
Yeah. There was a show here in Shawnee, the Herp show, I believe. Yeah, and Zach wanted me to go, and I just being sick and everything. I'm like, I don't want to spread it, nothing like that. He had to end up working today anyway, however many hours it was. So I don't even know either. But
7:30 to 6:30.
I fell asleep on the couch pretty much the day I got back home from Pomona, and that's where I've been. And I had to go to Walmart today because I was out of coffee.
Well, you know what it is the time change. It took me like 2 to 3 days to get back into motion.
Yeah, that's how it was when I got back from Texas.
We got out. I got up Thursday morning at 6 o'clock. We didn't go to bed till almost that Friday morning at 6 o'clock. Our time.
Yeah.
There. Then to get up and start rocking and rolling, then we didn't go to bed. It was crazy.
Yeah, my temperature stayed around 103, and it's still like I'll go through, and I'll start sweating real bad, and it'll drop, and then it just a little bit later, here it comes up again. So it's just like aggravating.
Down.
You should have got on playing with us. We could have went in the cockpit when I went in there and took a picture.
I know, right?
Everybody
Oh,
said,
man,
how you get in there? I said, I don't know. I asked the guy, can I take a picture? He sat me down. I'm ready to take off.
I'm finding that picture right now because Sammy's crazy. Okay, here it is. This one I just kind of threw together because things gonna take forever to load too.
So I'm gonna hop off here, Holly. I'm gonna get my ass to bed because I got a part 2 tomorrow, so I gotta be at least half-assed with it. But
Yes, sir.
Everybody a bit.
Sorry about that. Well, thank you for jumping on, man, and hope you sell out tomorrow.
Good luck, Jeremy.
I'll keep you posted for sure. Take care, everybody. See you. I will have my live tomorrow night. Only I backed it off an hour, so it's at 9 o'clock instead of 8. So
hey, little baby.
That way you know.
Oh, little Austin showed up.
Oh, little man. I haven't got to see my little man yet. I don't even know where they're at. They're not even home.
Oh my goodness.
All right, guys. Take care. Have a good rest of the night. See you.
Have a good one, Jerry.
Oh, he disappeared. Let me adjust a couple things here.
So, Austin, did you say you don't deal with ball pythons?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Did you say you don't deal with ball pythons?
Yeah, so I started off doing ball pythons and then got out of ball pythons because when I moved, stipulations were no racks in the house. And so I sold off pretty much my whole collection, including my racks, but one, I kept my Lucy, that's my baby, and then started getting false water cobras. And so all my enclosures behind me, except for that one with the lights off, are false water cobras. And so I got a pair that I'm raising up, and then I have an adult male up top. And if I can adjust this real quick, I just got this big ass 6-foot enclosure. That's going to be for a female. I don't have one lined up or anything, but I'm looking for one. And so if I could get a female, then I should be able to get eggs on the ground, mid this year, depending on when I get it. And so the goal is to get, if I can get a clutch of normals, then I'll invest in lavender and then go from there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, when you say cobras, are they like poisonous? Like the big cobras?
Yes and no. They're mildly venomous. So you know how hognoses are?
Yeah.
Okay, they're the same thing. They're basically in the same family as hognoses as far as being colubrids. They have a very mild venom that affects small mammals and like lizards and shit like that. But if you took a bite, unless you're allergic, then it might swell up and you might bleed a lot because it has a similar venom as like timber rattlers. They have the anticoagulant inside of their venom. So if you get bit, you're going to bleed a lot. That's about it. it'll swell up for a couple days. You might feel a little sick, but nothing crazy.
We saw the sand snakes. I never saw a sand snake before.
Yes, I love that thing.
Oh, the sand boas?
The sand boas, yeah. I never
they're
seen one.
neat.
The guy had a whole bunch of them. They were really nice. He had it in his pocket, took it out. You know?
I really wanted one of those too.
They're like little sausages.
I think we have like 4 or 5 of them here.
Do you really?
Yeah. Let's see. We'll go hunting in the other room.
Heck yeah.
Gosh, y'all got me scrolling through the auctions on Morph Market now.
No, that's my newest addiction at night. So I used to just open up Morph Market, hit ball python, and just go through pages, right? And now now I just look at live auctions, and then the soonest, you can filter by soonest ending. So it'll have a couple hours left, and I'll be like, ooh, maybe I'll just go ahead and put a little bid on that, and we'll see what happens. And,
We'll see where it takes us.
yeah. And
I'm going to play the sponsor video real quick, guys. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So Mike never did. Let's see if he commented on here. Okay, this right here. He needs an explanation. So last week in chat, this week, he's like, I showed you my ass when I had COVID. Now you have to show me yours. So that's what I was doing, Mike. You missed it last week. Or Wednesday. All right. Go ahead, man. I want to see your snakes.
There we go.
Yes, look at that.
So I got to get some good light going on here. Come on. There we go.
Yep. I like it.
Now, are they really, really friendly? They don't bite or not, right?
No,
I mean, do they bite?
no.
Just super friendly. I love the feel of the end of their tail too.
Right?
They're just funny looking.
They are kind of funny looking, huh?
You know, because the head and the body's all the same size.
They remind me of like Reptilinks.
Yeah. A weird worm. Yeah, we got a couple of these here. That one's pretty cool.
Now you got them in fish tanks, or you got them in bins with sand?
No, we don't have the room for fish tank stuff anymore.
Okay.
Everything's in racks now. Yeah.
Mm.
There's like, I don't know, there's 500 animals in this basement, so there's no way we can do. We have
Now
some,
you put
we have some
sand inside the bins. You put sand inside the bins.
Yeah, there's sand. Sand in those guys. There's aspen bedding in for the hog noses. There's some pro cocoa in there for. We have all kinds of stuff. All the different substrates for sure. But yeah, those are just for the sands, the rosy boas or sand boas. Then we have some coastals as well. That was a wild experience. This guy messaged us and said, "Hey, I sold my house and I got these 2 coastal boas. If you guys want them." So I show up at this guy's house at like 8:30 at night. And I text him and I'm like, "Hey, I'm here," and he's like, "I'm not. Just go inside."
What?
And I'm like, what? And so I go into this empty house where like there's some things in the kitchen, there's no furniture, and then there's this front 40-gallon Exoterra front opening full of sand upstairs in one of the bedrooms, just sitting on the ground. And he's like, yeah, that's it, just take it. And yeah, so that's how I got these. So that was a little sketchy, but whatever. So, let me see if I can turn this camera around.
Are they hard to breed?
You know, I've never tried to breed. Oh wait, I just turned it off. How do we turn the camera around?
I don't know. I think you might have to back out and then go back in. I don't.
Yeah, this ain't working. Let's just grab them. There. Here we go. Oh, this
there you
one
go.
could be a little better.
It's nice.
Those are the coastals.
Hmm.
Two of those in there. Yeah, they're fun. I don't know that we'll breed them. We have a lot of pets in here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That it kind of happens. That definitely kind of happens. But maybe you guys can help me with this. I picked this up today. Are any of you guys familiar with the Zulu gene? I can't see the chat, so maybe somebody in the chat knows about Zulu also.
Never-
What'd you say?
I've never heard of it.
I think it's one Miguel's working with,
Oh.
if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Did you go over to Miguel's, Sammy, while you were out there?
No, we got invited to go, but we will leave. They were going Tuesday. We were leaving Monday.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, it looked like they were having a pretty good old time over at Miguel's.
Yeah, yeah.
I was watching KG's live, and they looked like they had already had some fun, and they were having more fun at Miguel's.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But I picked this up today. So it's a cinnamon red stripe possible Zulu. And it doesn't look like any cinnamon red stripe I've ever seen.
Oh, wow. Nope. Look at the alien heads. Like, very granity looking, too.
Yeah. Which Zulu's a granite gene, I believe.
The alien heads almost look like teeth.
Now, will you pick that at a show today, or?
No, I'm really good friends with the owners of a reptile shop here. It's the largest reptile shop in Colorado, and
Okay.
I was just there picking up some mice. I haven't started the mice breeding yet, but I did have my first 2 litters of ASFs I found this morning, so that's pretty cool.
Aren't those little suckers tiny?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, and they're fuzzy while they're tiny. That's awesome.
They shouldn't be fuzzy while they're tiny.
Right? That's just weird.
They may be a week old or something, and they're good at hiding
Yeah,
because they're so little.
they are.
Yeah.
So I have to still go pick up mice every once in a while. I get like 12 mice. It's not much, right?
Mm.
6 of them are for those new Amazon tree bomb babies because they're way too small, but for anything. So maybe I could try those ASFs, actually, those little ASF pinkies,
That's what I would do.
right? And then I have 2 corn snakes that are pets that it's better for them to eat the mice than the rats because you don't want corn snakes to get fat, right? So, and then I have a carpet python that's stuck on rats. I don't know what I'm going to do with her. She's freaking gorgeous too, this pop one carpet python. But she just will not take any of the rats. So either way, I got to go pick up some mice every week. And then I look through their snakes, and then I saw this one, and it it's like possible Zulu. It's a cinnamon red stripe pos Zulu. And I'm like, that doesn't look like a cinnamon red stripe. And so I'm guessing that's probably a Zulu. And I know where they got them from because I know those breeders here too. They're awesome. And I know they work with Zulu and they have them for a while now. So I was like, hey, I'll just take this guy. And they had it labeled as a guy, and I popped, and there's no hemi beings, so it's actually a girl. So
Oh my gosh.
even better. So yeah, that happened today. If anybody in the comments knows if that's Zulu, or I'll probably just hit them up too. Like, hey,
Right.
let me know.
Yep. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, right. Also, just picked up this. So I've had that. I don't know if you guys remember that male retic that I got like 6-8 months ago, something like that. I've had this male for a long time, and I've been looking for a female for him. And I just haven't found one that I really liked. I'm not into the darker retics. I really like the bright, crazy, And so
Right.
I found one at the Black Friday sale on Morph Market, and I hit the guy up, and he ended up shipping her to me. And she may be the most beautiful snake in this room.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm
'Cause
trying.
once I get another one, my husband is not talking me out of getting rid of it this time. If she bites him, she bites him.
I'm
Hand
trying
in there while you're feeding, right?
right? I'm trying to hook train the retics because they're gonna get big, right? So
I have to hook train mine.
let me do this little hook session, and then I'll get her out.
Wow.
Oh, look at that.
But once I have her out, then she's fine. Probably. There we go. Let's fix this up. There we go. Hey.
Oh, she is pretty.
So she's a
Leaving my house at o'clock.
platinum, sunfire, tiger, lavender retic. She is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. I love that color. Her eyes are really pretty.
She is gorgeous. I got pretty lucky with her.
Yeah.
So, and my male is lavender also. So I'll be able to make some pretty cool albinos with these guys.
Right.
In a couple of years, obviously. That is definitely not a retake, right?
I will give you a call.
But
Our Danes are not being good this evening. They keep on coming into the bedroom here, or the office, whatever you want to call it. Are they opening the door themselves? Or did you not get it? Okay. Well, it has just like the handle that you can.
It's the little one opening the door.
Oh, no, she's in the bathroom. Our bathroom screaming.
Yeah. See, I love retics, and I'll have to agree with you. I like the lighter color retics.
Mhm.
And when it comes to like pythons and stuff, I am just a fool for like contrast. And so my two favorite retics are I saw on Brian Barczyk's channel was the cow retic.
yeah,
The thing about the cow retic that I didn't like was as it gets older, the spots take over and it'll eventually just be a black snake. I mean, I'm sure it'll have some white spottings, but his Motley Golden Child pied that he has, I would call that a cow retic more than a cow retic, just because it has those nice wide black splotches.
right.
And I am just obsessed with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of wish she had been het pied because my male is het pied.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's really hard to find like a 4-gene female het pied at any kind of a reasonable price, like
Oh yeah.
when it's not, I mean, I will breed them, obviously, but retics are never going to be my focus. I don't have the room for, 30 retics in here for sure. So,
Right.
if I just get to have the 2, then it's pretty tough for me to find or justify paying, $1,500, $2,000 for a with the head tie in her. So,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. They're probably the smartest snakes in this room too, which is pretty interesting. If you ever work with retics, like balls are kind of skittish, right? And they ball up and they're at another kind of special. The carpets and the boas, you just walk by and they'll strike the glass, and then they just look dumb, right?
Right.
But those retics, they are. If I just let them go, like they'll figure stuff out, and it's
Yeah.
pretty cool. They're
Right.
very intelligent. As soon as they realize it's not feeding time, they completely switch on their own, right? Where a ball, if you open up the ball tub and some of them, they're just going to be in food mode until you tap them on the back of the head and tell them shut up, right? Retics, as soon as he figures out I don't got any food, he's like, "Hey, buddy, let's hang out," right? So,
Oh yeah. I'll tell you what. One of my favorite things to do recently with my falsies, mainly my adult, is instead of giving him one large prey item, what I'll do is, because normally I'll give him like a small rat and maybe like a baby quail or some silver sides. But recently what I've been doing was I'll take some like medium-sized mice. And I'll get a whole buffet going. I'll get medium mice, some silver sides, and some baby quail, and I'll just scatter them across the enclosure. I'll even put them like under some cork bark because it's bioactive. So of course the damn ISOs want to get a piece too, but still. And just watch him explore. He goes into like hunting mode and he just goes absolutely wild. And I saw him like snip out that last that it was a silver side I had under there because I figured it had probably a stronger scent, and so I put that under the cork bark, and he lifted up the cork bark himself and found that fish, and I just thought it was the coolest thing.
That is cool.
you feed live or frozen? Frozen dog.
Frozen. The only time he gets live is if so my ball python, he only eats live.
Yeah.
And so if he, and sometimes you could literally look at him the wrong way and he'll refuse. And so luckily what I'll do is I'll know when I feed my ball python, I'll have to arrange it to be feeding day for the adult. And so if the ball python doesn't eat, I'll just throw a live rat into the falsie and he goes absolutely ape shit. I'm talking, so I have a 32 quart Sterilite tub for a water thing for the falsie, and I saw him literally just scoop up the rat and just slam it. I mean, that's another thing. It's like he knew what he was doing because he was holding the rat underwater to drown it.
Gotcha.
I just thought it was
Damn.
the coolest thing. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that.
No. That's interesting.
Now, how big did they get?
Males get to about anywhere between 5, maybe 6 foot on the larger side. Mine's about 4.5, and then females get to about 6, 7. There's some people who have about 8 to 10 foot, but 6 to 7 foot is the range for females.
How long does it take them to breed? They got to get to a certain size before you can breed?
Yeah, normally it takes about 3 to 3.5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and so that's why I'm so desperately trying to get a female now, an adult female, because the pair that I'm raising up, they're not even at the year mark yet.
Yeah.
And so
you got a while.
Who knows? Yeah, I know my male, he'll probably be ready to go after probably year 2 because he's already gaining some serious size. But the female, she's taking her sweet time. She's getting long, but not girthy. And so I'm sure she'll probably wait out the whole 3.5 years.
Now they have live babies or they have eggs?
They have eggs. They have clutches of about like I think like 15 to 20, depending on how big the female is, of course. But yeah,
Right.
they have pretty large clutches.
Wow. And you get same thing. You got to incubate them for like what, 50 some days, 60 days.
Yeah, right around there. I think it's like 50, 60 days.
Wow. Now, they're expensive.
Not really. One thing I appreciate about the falsie market is that the people who do breed them, they have really like stayed true to the prices. You know, I know with ball pythons, there's always someone trying to make a quick sale, so they'll lower their standards. And because I know I last week I think someone said Batman's going for like what, 4 something now when it used to be like thousands. But falsies, so normals usually go to about like 450, 500, depending on who you're buying from. Then you got you got hypos. Depending on if it's UK hypo or American hypo, I know the difference. I don't know which is which, but one of them is a pattern thing for the hypo. It's a lack of pattern, whereas the other hypo is just really bright. It's really high yellow. And those go for about $700-800, maybe $600. It just really depends. But then lavenders are pretty set in stone at about $1,400. And so those are really the 3 main morphs, I guess you would call it, in the States. There's been a lot of discoveries where they're from in South America. I was talking to Chris Wednesday about it. There is one snake that originally had its own, genus and everything, but then come to find out it was actually the same exact. It was a false water cobra, and it was a completely black, melanistic false water cobra. But it was discovered in Brazil, and the borders in Brazil are closed right now. So there's no way of getting them to the States unless you slipped one in your pocket or something,
That's what they do at the reptile show.
Right. And so there's a lot going on with falsies right now that I've just been keeping up with. There's one guy, I talk about him almost every week, Zach Loffman. He's a professor out in West Virginia. And he has been he wrote a book. I've read his book already, and he's really good. But I've just been keeping up with that, and the more I learn from falsies I'm really trying to not only focus on the breeding aspect of things, but also like the husbandry, and I just want to know about them really. Like I want to be able to, so if I go to a show, I want to be able to tell everyone every single thing they need to know before they buy one,
Right. Yep. That's one thing. You got to educate them. And then another thing is make sure they have the right husbandry. Because I know some people just go to these shows and oh, I want to buy a snake. I don't have anything to put it in though.
Yeah.
Buy the snake, and then what do you do?
Right.
Well, yesterday I have people asking me all the time because I'm a part of a couple groups on like Facebook or something. And I have people all the time asking, hey, do you know where you can get a falsie? And I'll send them like a podcast or something that Zach Loffman was in, because there's a couple to where he just pretty much explains the bare minimum stuff that you would need. And I'll be like, I'll tell you as soon as you listen to this. I'm not going to put someone on with my connections, and give me a bad name if they don't know what they're doing. Because, you got people want false water cobras because they have cobra in their name and they hood up really. So I just think it's a bad look on the hobby when it comes to like this side of stuff. And eventually and it pisses me off when people say falsies are good starter snakes for hots, when maybe the babies, if you want to work on like working with vipers, I would say they're good. Cobras, maybe. But that's just because they're super flighty and they like to bite. But, once they're adults, they're like small puppies, unless you just never handled your snake ever, which is why I work with my snakes quite a bit. But they're terrible starter snakes for hots. The best way to get started with hots is actually like work with someone that has hots.
Yeah.
And so that's my main thing. I know like there's a couple people that I've talked to in the past that like they have they have a good collection of hots. Mainly for some reason, well, I get why. It's because, you know, pretty much the only venomous species in North Carolina are all vipers. And so, you know, we have a couple guys with like some prairie rattlers or some cottonmouths and copperheads. And so, you know, I would like to get to know more about hots and stuff like that because I want to get into like the programming and stuff. You know,
Mhm.
being a cop, we do a lot of summer camps, and I want to be able to like. I've already talked to the people that like do the camps and stuff in my agency, and they would love to have me like teach kids about, you know, copperheads, cottonmouths, and stuff like once it starts getting warm out. And so
Yeah.
I think it would be cool to be able to like actually bring one out to a program.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
And that's something I wanted to do here because what is it? Copperheads are real heavy here. And there was a lady the other day get on Facebook and it's like, oh, I got a baby copperhead in my garage. Somebody come get it. And we're like, I was nowhere. Where was I at that time? I don't know. I wasn't around. Anyway, you know, it wasn't a baby copperhead this time of year.
Right.
So,
I think
but
it's hilarious.
like, even adults need educating, not just
Oh,
the
for
kids.
sure.
And you know, it doesn't matter. You can show them pictures all day, but it's not like having one there and teaching somebody in person. And I think that's awesome.
Well, and I think when it comes to snakes, especially like copperheads, it's really important to show exactly how good their camouflage is. Because odds are, if you're walking in the woods and when it's warm out, you're liable to pass by one and not even know it.
Yep.
But I think it's funny because like I'm known in my agency as the snake guy. And
Right.
so anytime I'm working, and sometimes when I'm not working, we rarely do get calls about it because most of the time animal control will handle stuff like that. Well, animal control doesn't do snakes really. Most of the time it's like, you know, you have to just, you know, hopefully it's not a venomous snake, but every once in a while, like if we think someone, like if we think someone's about to have like a panic attack or something, they'll go ahead and send a deputy out. And so there's times to where I'll get like FaceTime calls, like, you know, they'll be like, hey, what kind of snake is this? And can I pick it up?
So, Ed said you can't see them, but I can actually see them pretty good. It can be leaves on the ground and everything. I don't know what it is, but I can spot them quick, fast, and in a hurry. And we don't have to be right on top of it either. And I've done it with babies before. So Bobby's like, yeah.
We had the place we lived at before we moved here. We had a mobile home, and we're always fighting the air conditioner on that thing because somebody thought that it would be a good idea to put flexible ducting on a mobile home rather than putting the metal back in there like it was originally. And like just a few days before the landlord's maintenance guy was supposed to be coming to work on the air conditioner, we found a big one. And this guy is deathly afraid of snakes, and Holly is just like telling him, "Oh yeah, we killed a big one." I'm like, "Shh! Don't tell him that. He will not get under there."
Yeah. When they're under your house in the country, you can't safely get to it. You got to do something about that because when there's one, there's going to be multiple.
Yeah.
And our poor air conditioner guy, dude. Oh my God.
He was just wrecked after that.
We only had 5 in the house at the time, ball pythons, and like he wouldn't even walk in the house. He's like, nope. They're in the back room in a snake rack. They're not going to hurt you. So
That's funny.
I forgot about that story.
Yeah, you tormented him.
I just like tormenting people. That's Sammy. I'm a really mean person.
Too nice. But
That's funny.
always got to be nice, you know. Even to the mean people, got to bite your tongue and be nice.
That's it.
That's right.
Yeah. So
Austin, I know that's right. Yeah.
yeah.
That's funny. I know Kent right here. It was good talking to you today too, by the way. I got to work on that auction stuff this weekend some more. We have to do rats, clean rats and snakes, plus our high tomorrow is I think 28 here. I think it said. So it's going to be cold trying to do rats. So I don't know how we're going to figure all that out, but we'll get it knocked out, you know.
How many snakes did you buy that day at the auction? Do you remember?
At the auction.
You know, for the girl Lee.
Oh, from Lee, 2.
2? Okay.
Yeah, one of them I'm donating to Stan's auction, and the other one I'll get here.
Yeah, I'll bring it when I go there in April.
Okay. Anybody else going to Dallas in April to the show?
I would love to. I think that'd be a great show.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm so excited about it.
Yeah.
I'm ready for Sammy and John to get here so we can hang out some more. Man, we had so much fun.
He wants to go to the casino. He already said it.
Yeah. Did he buy the plane tickets yet, though?
No, he said he was gonna text you to get the information. I don't know what airport we're gonna land or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then so
yeah, I'm gonna send him that information on it right now while we're talking about it, because
I seen him when I see him, I think on Wednesday. I go, John, you gotta start looking for the plane tickets. Don't wait till the last minute like you did in California. You know,
that's it.
because it went from 367, and he kept on waiting. I kept, John, you get the tickets? Yeah, I'm gonna check on them. Then it went up to 4 something. And I'm like, John, the show is 2 weeks away. We gotta book them tickets. $500. You know?
John, quit dropping the ball.
Oh, he dropped the ball. But last year, I told him, okay, we're going to Arlington. He booked tickets to go to Houston. So we were ready. Like it was like maybe a week away. And then the guy goes, where you going? He said, I think we're going to Houston. I mean, for the show. He goes, you got like a 4-hour drive before you get to Arlington. So he calls me up. He goes, where are we going? I go, by Dallas Cowboys, Arlington. Oh, shit, I fucked up. I booked so it was 3 of us going. We had to cancel the tickets and never got my money back. And then we had to rebook to go to Arlington. So I'm like, dude, you got, so I always got to stay on top of them.
Yeah.
Speaking of Houston, I would love to go back to Houston to go to the Houston Zoo. I'll tell you what, they had the greatest reptile house that I have ever seen in a zoo. They had just such a great variety of snakes in there. They had king cobras, black mambas, green mambas. It was awesome. And they were all in these big enclosures, except for the king cobra. It was in a smaller enclosure, but it was probably a year old, 2 years old. It was still small. But I would love to go back to the Houston Zoo.
We went to when we were in Canada. We went to a zoo out in Canada.
Okay,
it was nice because you get on the train and you could get dropped off and you walk around. Then the train comes back, picks you up. You go to another spot. You can walk around. It was pretty nice, So we had a good time.
So, have you been to the Fort Worth Zoo at all?
I haven't. The only place in Texas I've been is in Houston.
Yeah. They have a pretty decent one, but I've never been to the Houston one, so I have nothing to compare it to.
Oh,
but they have a really good reptile. Yeah, right. And then there's also one up here, I think it's in Oklahoma City, that just does snakes.
Really?
And I need to look up the information on that. That's actually where Zip comes from.
Oh.
Yeah.
We got to do that. Go down there. Go to a zoo or something.
And I've got a lot of planning to do. I'm so excited.
Because John, that'll keep John from going to the casino. He likes going to the zoo.
Nothing's going to keep John out of the casino. We both know this, Sammy.
No, I know that, but he won't be going back. Well, he said he's going to try to go to 2 of them when we're down there.
Yeah, so he's gonna go. What is the one here called? The one in Florida. There's that one, and then Windstar World Casino,
Yeah. So
and it's in Thackerville, Oklahoma. I don't do the gambling. I wouldn't mind going and playing. What is that?
the slots.
Yeah, I
Roulette?
don't mind. That shit's too expensive. My God, you put a 5 in there, you roll twice, and you've lost $20.
Yep.
Play
Man,
slots,
I'd
you
rather
get free
take-
drinks.
Yeah, right. You don't get free drinks for rolling twice.
So you
You
just
gotta
gotta
get-
play Hold'em. That's
you gotta
it.
get in a high rollers room. I am not a high roller.
Here in Connecticut, if you're gambling, you can drink for free if you gamble.
Yeah,
You know.
bowling. So they do have a bowling alley in ours here.
I don't know. So.
Movie theater. They have the outdoor, which it's not going to be open at that time, but they have a adult outdoor swim up bar pool. But it costs $20 just to get into the pool part. So I can't imagine what the drinks are going to cost.
Oh,
Hey, Angelina, how's it going, hun?
them drinks over there at the bar was expensive, right? Because your martini was like what, 17?
Yeah. Yeah. At the airport, it's like everywhere we went, even a bottle of water there was $5.
Mm.
I'm like, well, why not add alcohol, right?
Mhm.
You're gonna pay that much. But yeah, it was good things coming. Sammy
Small
and I have
package.
been, yeah. Well, I'm short but wide. There we go. More cushion for the pushing.
I hear you.
Look at Austin. He's eyebrows. Austin, we've been married 15 years. The only pushing we're doing is each other around the damn house to get out of the way. Let me to the couch.
I hear you.
But
Take care.
yeah, well, I tell you. But like, looking forward to working with Sammy on some good things, and we still Sammy need to sit down and get your husbandry pro done, but we need to get it paid for so I can help you out. And of course, guys, it's one of our sponsors, and it's going to be backwards. But I'm going to do some more.
I need that pink hat, man. I can't believe I left
I've
it.
done talked to Zach about it. I think he said he has one left.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell him to put it. I'll buy it. Tell him to put it to the side. That was perfect. I wore it all week. And then we're leaving, and I leave it in the car.
Left it in the back seat of the rental car.
Yeah.
Man, you could have left your wallet back there and he wouldn't even known it because they didn't even check it.
No.
They were just like, done, bye. That's
Yeah.
not me. I'm checking everything. I'm checking doors, everything.
But it was
Yeah,
funny
well,
because we dropped you off, and then we drove around, got the thing, and we're sitting there having breakfast again. You know?
Yeah. At Tinley, Paul actually left his stickers in the door of the car, and I didn't find them until we were Charlie and I were turning the car in, and I was like, oh my gosh, and it was a big deal of them too. So actually, Sammy, that's the leftovers I gave you.
Yeah, I got them. But here's
Yeah.
the funny part. I took one of your stickers and stuck it to the table. You know the table you bring down?
Yeah.
So you know how they got the little round hole for the soda or the cups?
Yeah.
I took John's table. I put a sticker of yours and the sticker of the other where I was sitting at. Then I put the table back up. So somebody gonna find these stickers. They're gonna be pissed.
Oh, thanks a lot. They're going to be contacting me. You owe us a cleaning fee. That's funny.
Because they were small enough to fit inside that round little cup holder.
Yeah. Sammy's going to get me in trouble. But
Yeah.
it'll be all right.
Good
Yeah,
thing.
right.
That T.A.C. Xanthic that you got paired up, is that the one I'm getting from you?
No, No, the,
Okay.
the one that I paired up, it was the MJ.
Oh, gotcha.
Hi.
Okay. Gotcha.
No, I got the male. He's a head of Xanthic, but I showed the picture to Awesome. He said it might be inchy because the top of his head is white.
Oh, okay.
And he's he's like a dirty yellow, like a brownish color.
Gotcha.
So I'm trying to grow the female, but
Yeah.
I moved everything around. Now then, before they were eating really good, but the male was in a small little bin. I'm like, man, he's getting too big. I put him in a big bin, and he didn't eat for like 4 weeks.
Oh, wow.
You know, but he's huge. He's I don't, I keep an eye on him and all that. So
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm kind of ready to wrap this up and go lay down
All right.
again if everybody else is done.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I got to get everything
guys.
ready for work tomorrow.
Been a long week. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming on, stopping in. Don't forget the auction Wednesday for Stan. See us Serpents. Let's show them as much love and support as we can.
Love you, Stan.
Love you, Stan. Absolutely.
Have a good evening.
All right.
All right.